Good morning, students. Welcome for today's GK class, class 7. Uh, until last week, I was doing till page number 23. That is industries around the world. I given you some video also to go through it. And yesterday it was about subject enrichment. So I hope that that is very clear to you how you are going to do that subject enrichment, how you're going to attempt the questions with minimal resources. And one thing more I need to mention over here is just detailing deeds of yours, details of yours should be properly given on your assignment sheet so that we can easily recognize that which child belongs to which class section. Now you are well aware of where you actually stand. Fine. Now, proceeding on to the industries of the world. Now, this week, we are going to do these exercises. So page number 24 and 25, they're dealing with Indian industries. Okay. So I'm going to share the pages with you. I will explain you sideways what it is all about. And there's certain sorts of exercises, some brainstorming exercises are also there. We are going to cover that. So here we go with the sharing of screen. Okay. So yes, coming on to here. Okay, let me enlarge. Yes, this is enough. Fine. Or what I can do it fully. Fine. Now, these are certain logos and brand names which are given to you. You have to record the brand names and the logos, and then you have to tell which product do they manufacture. Yeah, right? And the question is also fun time. Find the industry associated with these brands on the word grid. Fine. I'm going to explain each and every brand to you. And this is going to be a very interesting session that I can always guarantee. So here we go with. The first is High Design. High Design is the oldest brand which deals in the manufacture of your leather goods. For example, your ladies' bags, fine, your wallets, gents' belts, and there are various other sort of products like leather computer bags and leather goods bags. Fine. So it purely deals with the high quality of leather. Quite costly, one of the costliest brand you can say, which deals in manufacturing of leather goods. So High Design, you can see the logo also and imprint this logo onto your brain so that you should, at seeing the logo only, you can easily record that it is High Design, which deals in the manufacture of your leather goods. And you have to find this on a word grid where the name of the product, name of the material which they use to manufacture the product. You have to give over here the nature of the manufacturing. Okay, what I can say, the nature of the manufacturing, they manufacture leather goods. Okay, and the leather is over here on this vertical. First vertical line, Leather, right? I have marked it for you. Fine, I hope it is clear. High Design. Coming on to the second brand, that is Fair and Lovely, which deals with cosmetics. It's a Fair and Lovely, but the ban has been imposed by government of India because that promotes racism. Racism is the difference between black and whites. Okay, with this, because the terminology, the words they have used in the advertisement of this brand, that promotes racism, which we totally discourage. In India's system, democracy is there, everybody is equal, everybody is secular, right? So that gives a marked difference between the color of the skin. On the basis of color of the skin, the advertisement has been, so it is now banned, Fair and Lovely. Okay, but since it is given in a book, so you must possess the knowledge. The logo over here is a small pen and it deals in the cosmetics, which is given on the last row. That is cosmetics, as you can see, sorry, S should also be included, right? So this is cosmetics, the second brand, Fair and Lovely. You can always Google on it why it is stopped, why they have stopped advertising, because that promotes racism, color, on the basis of color. I mean, what they say, Angora or Kala, which we really on a very strict basis, we discourage this practice, the difference between the individuals on the basis of their colors, because people from South, they have more quantity of melanin in their skin, so they are dark in color. Whereas, you would have observed people from down south, they are very black because they live near to the coastal place, right? So the sunlight is mixed with the salty air. that makes a skin color dark. So that is not a fault of individual. It depends the culture, the place where you belong to. People from even West Indies, they're very dark. People from South Africa, they are in certain belts, they're very tribal, people are very dark. So this should not be happen that we should make a racial discrimination. So that's why keeping that into the view, though this brand is long existing in Indian market, this long existing brand, it has got a long age, but since from last few years, many social activists, they taken this agenda of avoiding all those, you can say, discrepancies from the society, which makes a difference between an individual. So this Fair and Lovely is one of the brand which promotes all this racism. So it is stopped from appearing on the screen. Okay. I hope I have given the long description, which is not anywhere. It is my own general perception so that the children should know. Okay. Now, this third is a car. Okay. Car brand, and it is with, I think it is a Matisse. It's an oldest, the make of it is Nano, right? Tata's brand. So it is automobile. Okay, automobile which deals with sorry, which deals with auto parts, right? So automobile, that is over here, last third row, automobile is given over here, AUTOMOBILE, and you must know that Tata Nano, it is the cheapest car, I mean, in terms of its price in the Indian market, though it was a success at a certain point of time, but there are certain anomalies with the engine. There was some issue. So that is why it did not exist for a long. Now it is no more. I mean, they're not manufacturing Nano, and it comes out to be costlier than the price which they have set for the sale. Okay. So that's how they, and there are various other issues also related to Nano. But at certain point of time, it was a huge success. People did buy. It was under 1 lakh, you're getting the four-wheeler, right? So, and that too very sturdy one. There's a marked difference between the Tata manufacturer and other car manufacturers. Don't go for the luxury brand, go for these, you can say, cost-effective brands under 10 lakhs. If you can check, students, my dear, so even if that is my own observation. Maruti is the biggest brand for the small family car, but nowadays, if you visit any showroom and you were just planning to buy Maruti brand automobile, you'll find the body is not sturdy. Whereas this Tata, you find any of the car, the least cost car is also very sturdy in its making, right? Maruti they are using a very least quality metal in that. Everything is like country made, sort of like desi bana diya, and bilkul aapko strength usme strong nahi lagega. It is not sturdy, right? आपको लगे कार में वो sturdy नहीं है, तो the cost is very high. But in Tata, there is a difference. Though the car is going to cost you 3 lakh something, but the make is very sturdy, right? Engine issues are there, that is another concern, but still it's a success in the market, especially in Indian market. If you come to a sturdy, good brand, and protection from the accident and all that, they have the Nexon brand, which is ranked very high in terms of the protection from if you met with an accident in a car. Like safety features are a lot over there. Whereas make is concerned, I told you the body is very sturdy. You can always rely on Tatas for that. So though I don't possess any Tata, you can say I don't have any asset belongs to Tata product, Tata brand, but I have visited, I observed, this is my own personal observation, and you can also build up yours. I'm not forcing or brainwashing anyone, but still I can say that you can visit and you can observe the difference. Is a marked difference, it is something to be observed. Then the next brand is Medimix, soap of Medimix, Chandan soap and all that. Many Ayurvedic products are being used in Medimix. And it's what you can say, it is a soap brand, and soap is over here, SOAP. Medimix is a soap. Okay. Then there is another brand, Sunfeast, the Sun is made. And Sunfeast is a brand which deals in bakery products, that is biscuits. Okay, biscuits, Sunfeast biscuits are very famous, good taste, very good brand. So here it is biscuit. Okay, so I've given over here the answer biscuit. Now Cipla, Caring for Life, it is a pharmaceutical company which deals in manufacture of medicines. Fine, it is a pharmaceutical. The company which makes medicine is called pharmaceuticals. Over here it is, and do particular with the spellings also. Pharmaceuticals, the way it is pronounced, the way it is spelled also. Fine. So Cipla is a very big brand dealing in medicines. Now, next is Narolac. Narolac Healthy Home Paint. It's in itself, it is given Narolac. Narolac is a paint, right? And the paint, I have given the answer over here. Where is it? This is over here, right next to biscuit, okay, before biscuit paint. So Narolac is a brand which deals with the paint. Now Amul, the taste of India, it deals with dairy products. So where it has given dairy over here, Amul, that is under White Revolution. It has got the headquarters in Gujarat, Gandhinagar, right? I visited that place, so that's why I'm telling you with 100% assurance, that's in Gandhinagar. So it starts from Gujarat, the taste of India, Amul. Now that they got various franchise in every state, and from there only the manufacture takes place and the production is there only, and that is how you get, in Rajasthan also some Amul factory would be there. So it's a local made, they gather to make the dairy products, you need to have a raw material as milk. So in Kota also, in Rajasthan also, they are local, these milk vendors which supply milk to this Amul, and then they make the product. That is how the business is being run, because it's very difficult from Gujarat, because since it is a headquarter, very big area, and nicely made, very beautifully maintained. I visited that place at the workshop. So from now, slowly and gradually, since the distances are too much, so they cannot transport their produce from Gujarat to every nook and corner of the country. So they made some local franchise. They get it from Amul and they make it state-wise also, state-wise, area-wise also. So they have their own strategies of building up. Okay. So this is all my set for this this crossword, and I hope all these brands you have come across in this exercise you're clear with. Fine, and I've explained you also. Now, name these superlatives about Indian industries. Okay, name these superlatives about Indian industries. Okay, now, oldest bank in India. Oldest bank in India, you must have heard of State Bank of India. All government, all central government employees, especially, they have an account, the salary come through State Bank of India. It is registered bank, it is nationalized bank by government, it is by RBI, also Reserve Bank of India, it is registered. One of the oldest bank in India, that is State Bank of India. Third largest rail transportation network in the world. Third largest, Indian Railways. It is Indian Railways, and the answers are given over here also. Indian Railways. For State Bank of India, you can copy it from here. This is Indian Railways. Okay. Then the third is highest producer of this dairy product in the world. Highest producer of this dairy, some particular dairy product they are producing in the world, for which they are the highest. So that is your, what we can say, the answer is your milk. And where is it? Yes, milk, first one. Milk, highest producer of this dairy product in the world. I can even, according to my opinion, what I opine about it is that Indians, they're very fond of milk. They drink milk a lot. Whereas if you go in any other country, people do not encourage drinking of milk much. So I think that is why, and we are working hard for this dairy section also. So highest producer of this dairy product in the world is milk. Richest Indian, who is the largest shareholder of Reliance Industry, he is none other than Mukesh Ambani. Okay, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, they are two brothers. They belong to Dhirubhai Ambani. There's a movie also, Abhishek. It is starred by this Abhishek Bachchan. And yes, Abhishek Bachchan, Dhirubhai Ambani. I'm not able to remember the name of the movie. You can always search for. So they are two brothers, but they split quite long back after the demise of their father. They both of them, they got split in terms of property. But Mukesh Ambani, he boomed a lot. Like, he got a huge success. He is one of the richest man, you can say, in India. And on the Forbes magazine also, he got the name listed amongst the richest person of the world, you can say. So he deals with Reliance Industries, and not to forget the Geo belongs to Reliance only, which has really boomed the telecom arena of India. Highest producer of this black solid fuel substance in the world. black solid. Okay, solid. It's not liquid, it is solid. And that to fuel. It's Coal India. Coal India. You know that? Coal India. Many coal mines are there in Jharkhand, right? So Chhattisgarh, so Coal India. Black solid fuel. It is in solid form, you know, if you have seen the coal. Rather, kids, students, nowadays, people don't use coal as a fuel at home. Earlier, the chula system was to be there, and even might be in villages now, everything is replaced by LPG. Everybody started using gas because that's very safe also, and less for no pollution at all. But blacks also, it used to emanate a lot of black soot in the air after burning coal, but that was used as a fuel long time back. Now also in many industries it's being used. Okay. Coming on to the sixth most valuable pharmaceutical company in India. Most valuable pharmaceutical company in India, that is Sun Pharma. Right over here, the answer is Sun Pharma. Valuable pharmaceutical company in India, Sun Pharma. Largest company in the Indian fast-moving consumer goods market. Right, largest company in the Indian fast-moving consumer goods market. That is your Hindustan Unilever. You know, you can notice on your soap, this company, Hindustan Unilever, you can notice this name on many of the soaps. Fine. This is the company which deals with consumable goods. Okay, soap, cosmetics, and many things they're dealing with. Okay, Hindustan, a very important brand, right, and very established in the Indian market. So it's a big size company. Fine. So that is why they have given its most large. It is the largest company. So it's a giant size company. India's largest private sector bank, that is private sector bank. Always remember, it's not a nationalized government bank. State Bank of India is nationalized state, that is government bank, State Bank of India. But this is HDFC, fine. HDFC Bank is your private sector bank. It is a private bank, right? Though there everything is controlled by RBI, but still private is private. Always keep it in mind, okay? Now, giants of Indian industry. Some industrialists have become giants. I just use this term, giant size company. Too big, you know, you can't measure even. And huge successful. You can the success attained by them is quite huge. So they are called giants in the Indian business world and are some of the most powerful people in the global business scene. Name these prominent business persons of India. Now, this person known as father of Indian civil aviation. Aviation is which deals with your airlines. Okay. So over here, he launched Air India, India's first international airline. Air India was the first India's international airline. He founded Tata Motors. I just mentioned, you know, Titan Industries, TCS, and Tata T, and many other products. You know, Tata has get a foray into many arenas. Right, in many business they have taken over. Right, and he is none other than the father of Ratan Tata, Mr. Ratan Tata, that is JRD Tata, right? JRD Tata. What I say, they have come all the way from Iran, right? And they are, I must tell you, they are Parsis, you know, basically Parsis are based in Mumbai or Gujarat only. You will not find any Parsi in any other part of country. They came all the way from, they are Persians. I mean, they came all the way from Iran through sea route, you know, in order to get the refuge there. They were facing a lot of brutalities which are met by the people out there. I mean, a lot of atrocities they were facing over there. So they transit from all the way from Iran to Gujarat, you know. It is a very beautiful story, and they got their religious place in Gujarat and they worship fire. But you know, they got a knack, they're quite intelligent people, they're very focused. But the thing is, their species is getting extinct nowadays because of various certain other issues. It's a long story. I'm not going to discuss over here. You can always browse for Parsis. The way of living is different. The way of speaking is different. The way of working. And Parsis have really contributed a lot in the success of India. Fine. Tata brand belongs to Parsi. right? So he's the father of Ratan Tata. The way he has grown, you must, being a child, you must go through how the Ratan Tata has been raised up in such a discipline, though he belonged to such a rich family, but how he has been raised by his father, you must go through it. So he is JRD Tata. JRD Tata. The answer is given over here, JRD Tata. Okay. Second one, he heads the world's largest steel making company and sits on the board of directors of Goldman Sachs and Airbus. And the answer is he is Lakshmi Mittal. Otherwise, I'm telling you, he's Lakshmi Nivas Mittal, right? They have given only Lakshmi Mittal. I know him. And he's also counted one of the world's richest. Okay. And the way they said there, Ratan Tata is not married, but this guy, he is married. And the way he said his daughter's wedding, it was, I saw it on Big Fat Indian Wedding. And there was a show, Big Fat Indian Wedding on NDTV Good Times. So then I discovered this gentleman. Lakshmi Nivas Mittal is Lakshmi Mittal. You can always check what all brands they're dealing with, right? Quite established gentleman. Third one, coming on to third, she is the first woman to be the chairperson of State Bank of India and also to head a public sector bank. She is the first woman to be the chairperson of the State Bank of India and also to be head is public sector bank. And the name of the lady is, her name is your Arundhati Bhattacharya. She's a Bengali, Arundhati Bhattacharya. Okay, so this is the name of this lady. She is the first woman to be the chairperson of the State Bank of India. Coming on to the fourth, he's a chairman of Reliance ADA Group, a group with operations in telecommunications, power, national highways, etc. Fine. He is not Mukesh Ambani, he is Anil Ambani, his younger brother. I just told you in the last page that these are two brothers. When we talked about this one, Mukesh Ambani, I told you that they are two brothers and they got split. So he's the younger one. He deals with all these businesses, okay, with operations in telecommunications, power, national highways, etc. Now the telecommunication is taken back by Mukesh Ambani. There's again a bit theory behind it. You find. So as of now, you will doubt it. Why telecommunication? Because at the time when they got split, they got some, veto powers are held by him. For a certain period of time, the telecommunication cannot be handled by Mukesh Ambani. After the expiry of that duration, he took over, and now you see the Jio is a huge success. But it is headed by Reliance Industries, not by Anil Ambani. Okay, this is an additional knowledge I'm giving to you. So please earmark it. And you can always check all these things, right? You can also add to your knowledge. Next, the big brother has come. He is one of the wealthiest man in the world. I told you on the Forbes magazine, he got the name listed. And the chairman of Reliance Industry Limited dealing with petrochemical and oil and gas. He is your Mukesh Ambani. See, you can see the picture and you can make the difference also. This is the elder one, this is the younger one, okay? Both the siblings belong to Dhirubhai Ambani groups, okay? 6, she is identified by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential women in the world. She heads India's largest biotechnology company, Biocon. I cannot forget this lady. She is Kiran Majumdar. I watched her entire show, Walk the Talk, on again NDTV Good Times. So I discovered this lady over there, quite successful in her venture. The way she takes a thing, the way she takes her projects, she sets her things right. That is really incredible about her. So this is my set for today, beta. For these 2 pages, I hope you enjoyed the session and added a lot to your knowledge. Next, we will start with your major revolutions. Fine. So these are the 2 pages I've covered with till this page 25. You have to learn with an interest. You have to learn with an interest. Okay. So this is my set for today. And take care of yourself during holidays. Summer vacations are on now, right? From 16th onwards. So please do take care of. And goodbye. Thank you for the session. Take care, all of you. God bless you all. God bless your families too. Thank you so much. Take care.